Welcome everybody to the Prolonged Engagement Show. This is, I don't know what episode it is.
Should I look it up?
That's what I get for not being, I think it's 27.
No, it's not. 28.
20, 24, 25, 26, 27. This will be
28.
28.
I just said 28.
This will be 28.
Do you want to do that again?
Like I said, no. I'm not redoing this. I don't redo anything. Except when you don't know about it. And trust me, they don't know about it.
No, they do.
But
Because
like
you don't put
I said,
anything
that's
funny in.
well, that's what I get for not
When
doing
you let your
it
heart win?
in 3 weeks. When you don't do something for 3 weeks and then you forget the numbers. Yeah, we're sorry, guys.
We were supposed to do stuff and it never came to pass.
I went down. We spent from like forever. It was like 2.5 weeks in Florida, and we only got back last Wednesday, right?
Yeah. And I started classes on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I had class today and yesterday.
Which is 8 hours.
Yeah, I go from
9 to
class to
5.
9 to 5.
Lovely. At least you get an
So,
hour-long break
for
for lunch, which is okay. So it's not exactly 8 hours, more like 7, but.
Yeah. But it's a normal work day for a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just dead by the end.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I went down there fully. I took all the recording equipment.
Yeah.
I
I know we did because I helped you pack it.
I bought a brand new,
Oops.
SD
SD card.
Yeah, SD card so that I could, because I wasn't gonna take the capture device down there, so I was just gonna do it on the fly, and I had tons of ideas, like, oh well, I was just gonna set stuff up by the pool and we were gonna record there, and seriously, dog, you're gonna pull down my shit. And yeah, so I was like, oh well, we'll do it by the pool.
We were gonna do it with Benny.
Yeah, we were gonna do it with Ben and Sheila came down for a week. We were gonna do something with them. I had a
We were gonna do
plan
it with our friends.
Yeah, I wanted to do a show with Annie and John at their new house. So I had lots of ideas.
We were gonna do a Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing Cards Against Humanity on. So you missed out on all of that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. It never happened. So, because for some reason, when you go down there and you haven't seen anybody in 6 months, they all want to see you, and they don't want to do anything other than
hang out,
and they don't want to participate in your stupid YouTube videos.
We're not stupid.
So.
I like our YouTube video.
However, we got an odd amount of subscribers during the time that we weren't producing any videos.
Are you guys trying to tell us something?
I think that we should do that. I think they're telling us that we should not make videos, that we should quit this whole thing, and then we'll have 1 million subscribers for nothing. 1 million subscribers, and so
I'm enjoying this too much. They can go forget it.
Oh, okay. If that's how you want to do it, we'll do it that way.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
We'll do it the hard way.
We'll do it the hard way.
What are you trying to do? You're gonna pull stuff down.
I know. There she goes. Okay. But while we were down there, see, this is the problem why I was like, how am I going to tell what the time is now?
I forgot.
Because I normally have the time ticker right there on the
I know.
computer, but
I just remembered something else
What?
we can talk about.
what?
The Republic.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I
Anyway,
enjoyed it. So
Anyway, so let's see, so we were down there on
we went down on the 26th.
like the 26th, right?
26th.
And so your birthday was the 29th.
9th.
So we had 26 was a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The
The 27th, we went to the Republic.
Right.
28th, we rested. No, we did something on the 28th too.
Oh yeah, we were doing stuff every single day. There were only 2 days that we didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
And those were 2 days when Benny and Sheila were there, and we ended up doing stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Like we went to the Lake Ridge Winery.
We talked about that too, don't we?
And
We have a lot to tell you guys about.
And I don't know what we did on that Thursday. We just went out to lunch, right?
Yeah, we did.
Did like
We went to
Tijuana
Tijuana
Flats or
Flats.
something like that. But yeah, there's not much going on
Yeah.
those 2 days. But the 2 days in the middle of those not so hectic days were Universal Studios. So
Yes.
go figure. You know it's coming. You people who've
seen our stuff
seen
before
our stuff before.
it's coming.
Um,
I'm still upset we didn't get to ride any roller coasters.
I'll try to
0.
Well, you know what? I bet you we could talk about it in 5 minutes. Are you ready to smack it down?
No. That's not possible when
We're
it
talking
comes
about
to theme
Universal
parks.
Studios in 5 minutes.
No.
Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay.
No, I thought we were going to do this in sequential
5,
order.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
No, I thought we were going to talk about the trip in sequential order.
I don't want to.
I do.
Well, I don't.
It was my damn birthday that week. Fuck you. What?
So
Go ahead.
that Monday we went to Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex.
You missed the Republic.
Screw the Republic. That's
I
what I
enjoyed
said.
it.
It was fine.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
It was fine.
Of course, I think the group or the actor I was paired with, I guess, was just a much better
Mine was awful.
your guy was.
Okay,
I
so
felt
if you
bad for
so-
your guy.
so
'cause he
for
kept fucking him
for
over.
all of you who don't know what the Republic is,
The guy I had was very good at improv. I will say he was able to take what I said.
that was the
and
whole
go on
show.
the
It was improv, and they had no idea what they were doing,
No,
and it was a clusterfuck of awfulness.
or what? It was not awful.
It was god awful.
No, it wasn't. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't know why everybody else hated it. I liked it.
Okay, I didn't say that it wasn't fun, but that still doesn't mean that it was a good performance, because it was not. It was fun, but it was nowhere near a good performance.
The gold was being gold was fun.
I told you. For all of you who don't know what the Republic is, it is this new
They
It
call
pisses me off because they call it
It's
an
not a proper
interactive
term.
real life video
Video
game
game,
is what they
which
call
is
it.
not what it should be called. It
No.
needs a different name because it's not like a video game where your choices affect the story, but it doesn't affect the story in a larger way.
It
like-
doesn't affect the story, period.
No, it really does, because if I had chosen to stay at the factory, something else would have happened.
How so?
Because
How do you know that? They don't let you know anything.
I got insider information, so shut the fuck up. I found it on a website. Somebody actually started posting who would go every night.
Mm-hmm.
Started posting different ways for things to happen because he played like every role twice. So I don't know if it was a he.
Why would
couldn't
you
tell.
waste that much money on that?
I enjoyed it, so shut up. I wanted to go another time.
But it's $35 to go, and I don't think that
But
it
you get
warranted
$10,
$35.
But you get a $10 off if you go a second
Okay, so
time.
it's $25. That means if you've gone twice,
That's a lot of money. But anyways, he'd gone a bunch of times, so he's played like every role twice.
mhm.
Apparently, if you go through the factory, if you go factory route and then you stay in the factory, you meet with the Minotaur and shit goes down. And I was like, what? I was like, I actually had an effect on this stupid story. That's not fair. You should have warned me.
Well, okay, so they play this off as an interactive video game, the
I need to
interactive
find
like
his
real
blog
life
and send
video
it to you
game
guys.
is what they call it.
Yeah, but it's not.
And then so you buy the tickets and then they send you an email like
2 days later
2
at the
days
location.
2 days in advance of the location that it's held in, which doesn't change, by the way.
No. But it was scary as hell because I
So
thought
if
we were going to get friggin'
But if
jumped.
you've been there before, you know
You know where
the
it is.
location. So it's this warehouse. It's like smack dab in the middle of
Orlando.
like old Orlando, and
I won't lie, I thought we were going to get jumped.
I didn't. It's not that.
I
That
did.
part of Orlando isn't bad. It's
Are you
fine.
sure?
It's fine. But please stop doing that.
I itch. I told you.
Okay.
I really do itch.
That part in Orlando was just fine. But they have this. So you go in there, you sign the waiver that just says we can touch you and you can't sue us. Blah blah
It's
blah
basically
blah blah
we
blah.
can touch you, we can grab you, and you can't sue us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever.
So
If you go to Halloween Horror Nights or to any scare place, you're gonna get touched the same amount.
no, that's not true because no one will choke you at Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, that was completely different.
No, not really.
Yes, that's because you knew the actor, though. You have to put in parentheses. We knew actors in the show.
So it starts out with you're in this room, and then they look at you, and then they give you a sticker.
Yeah, they judge you based upon your appearance and I guess your personality.
Your
how
appearance is pretty much what they get it on.
How the fuck did they put me where the hell I was then? I don't understand that shit.
Speaking to the microphone.
I'm okay. How the hell did I get put where I was placed then?
I don't know.
Because that makes no sense to me. I am not elegant in any way.
So there's these different.
There's
okay,
three
now
main groups.
Now mine, I'm going to explain this way more than we ever got.
Explained it to us.
And this was because we had to piece it together after the fact.
Yeah, we all had to piece it together ourselves.
So there's like a class system, and it's called the Republic. It's like a post-apocalyptic piece of shit, and they have it. There's like a gold class, a silver class,
and a bronze
class. The bronzes, they are like factory workers.
Mm-hmm. Silver was police.
Don't know what your freaking Silver was police, and gold was like money people, and that's all they did was they just owned.
They were rich.
They were rich.
And I was in gold.
But
Kyle was in bronze.
But they had nothing to do with the actual government part of it.
Yes, you had not. They were completely separate than the government, which was the office.
The government was called the office.
Which the first time I heard that, I started laughing my ass off.
Within the office were different things that you could be. You know, there's like
secretary
and a
security
and
shit like that.
And then there was like a slave class.
But you weren't supposed to talk about the slaves.
But you weren't supposed to talk about the slave class.
Because the slaves didn't exist. And I was like, they're right there.
And then there was like other people that got stuck with like different, like weird.
With the most lowest class, which were the monsters in the labyrinth.
Yeah, they were like the outcasts.
The Minotaur, somebody else who I don't even remember the damn name of the asshole. Because he really was an asshole. And...
Daedalus, you mean?
Daedalus. Son of a bitch, fucking Daedalus, who was a friggin' asshole and lied to me. My face.
So...
And then the snaky
Medusa.
Bitch. Yeah. I'm sorry if any of the people from the show actually see this. I loved it.
So the people that came with us were, we had
Brandon, Annie, and
John. And so Brandon was...
Stop!
There's a dog.
Sorry.
Cut the crap. Come here. So Annie was like she was
got
in
into the office. She was in the office filing,
and she was doing like filing and things like that.
John
was doing some sort of surveillance
in IT.
I was a bronze. Sarah was a gold.
And Brandon had this special role within the office where he was just watching everything.
Yeah, that was his job.
And so it was really entertaining because my group, the Golds, had to interrogate Brandon at one point. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit there and not laugh, look him in the eyes and not laugh. And he's looking at me and he knows I'm about to break and I'm starting to laugh. And we're both looking at each other. I'm like, don't you dare, you asshole son of a bitch.
Okay, here's my thing.
The story.
Like the story, there was no story.
There is
okay? There was a
story is very weak.
There was a like
if
a
you
set,
don't know what's going on.
There was like set things that had to happen
for an outcome to occur.
So, but like
what?
Everything, everything that went on, it didn't make any difference no matter what you did.
Well, it
Look, this is so after I sit in the factory for like 20 minutes
building
some stupid tire mechanism because they told us it was a piece to the ultimate weapon or some shit. And then at the end, when they're saying, we need the pieces to the ultimate weapon. I'm like, hey, I spent 20 minutes building one. They're like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, then what the hell did I do for 20 minutes? Oh my God.
I think I made my guy break
That
now that I think about
pissed
it.
me off so much.
I wonder if I did.
I spent like the first 30 minutes I spent cleaning and putting shit together.
Yeah, you're
and then finally
I feel like you got placed badly.
that's all I did for like 30 minutes. And then like the second half of it, so I'm just, I'm playing along. I'm like, okay, I'll clean up. I'll build this weird tire contraption. And then at one point, so this woman comes in. She goes, "Oh well,
Was it
Cassandra
or
no? You bronzes, you're stupid. And look, I can turn this thing off. They're not watching you or something." And I'm like, and so my guy's like, "Do you want to go with her? Do you trust her?" And I was like, "Sure,
why the fuck not?"
Sure." So I go in there. I meet that Daedalus guy, and then he's like, "Oh, you need to save the Minotaur." I'm like, "Okay." So we run over to the Minotaur. Then the Minotaur dies.
Wait, you guys were supposed to save the Minotaur?
Yeah, he sends us to
Why
send the
didn't you
Minotaur.
talk the doctor down?
Because when we got there, my guy, I can't remember what his name was, my guy runs in through the painting into there, and then the Jasper guy like beats him up, and then he runs out, and we run away back to the thing. And Daedalus was like,
What
Did you
painting?
save the Minotaur?" It was like there was a hole in the wall. There was a hole in the wall,
What
and you could go through it.
hell?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it did.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
Cool. No.
He goes through the hole in the wall,
Really?
and then Jasper beats him in the face, and he runs out like a little bitch. And then so we go back there, and at that point, I'm like, this is a clusterfuck. At that point, I was like, what the hell is going on? And no one knew what was going on between the things, because your guide
You're
was
not
only
even allowed
allowed
to
to tell you certain things.
This very
and
limited
you're
information.
you're only allowed to know that much. And so
each guy only knows this much.
yeah, even though they know the entire storyline, but
Because they have to as actors.
mhm.
And
But then, so I just got to the point where I said,
you said fuck it.
That's literally what I said. I looked to my my partner, whose name was Joyce. Okay, and I looked to her and I go, "You just want to have some fun?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, because I looked at her, I was like, "This is a clusterfuck," and she goes, "Yes, it is." I was like, "You just want to have some fun?" She goes, "Yeah, sure, let's just do it." And so I said, we should go to Cassandra right now, and we should say that the bronzes are going to be on top, and we're overthrowing the whole shit. Cassandra was like the head honcho.
The problem also was that
Played
Cassandra was a
by
very
our-
good friend of ours.
Played by a good friend of ours, Justin.
Who I think he did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, he did a great job. So we go in. Well, I go in
and
there.
Jim
as,
was
I
fantastic.
go in
too,
there
as
in
a
as
surgeon. I love you guys. I
as
miss you.
bronzes, and
Bro.
I like rush into this as Cassandra's giving some dumb speech.
Yeah,
And
you've totally missed like. Okay, wait, go ahead.
it doesn't matter because the story didn't matter.
It didn't
No,
matter.
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
And so I run in there as Cassandra's giving some dumb speech, and then I'm like, the bronzes are on top, and we're the masterminds behind everything because we build everything in that factory. We got the real brains, and you need to all go die, and because we're on
That's
top.
literally what he says too.
Pretty much what I said
No,
to the person.
but the only difference that he said, and I don't know if you've noticed you said it, but you said you can all fuck off.
I probably did.
You said you can all fuck off.
I probably did.
I'm in the room, and this is the first time I've seen Kyle like almost all night,
Mhm.
and my
I was
eyes
stuck
just
in
go.
the damn factory.
My eyes just go. What the fuck? And the guy next to me.
But all of the actors are playing together, and they've been like touching and like beating each other up the whole night. And so Cassandra grabs my guy, and he's like, "Did you do this? Did you put this in his head?" And he's like choking him out. And he's like, "Did you put this in his head?" And I just look at him and I go, "No, it was all my idea." And
you know immediately for
I could see it on his face. He puts him down and then just looks at me like, "Why are you doing this to me?" and so I'm just like, "Yes, it's all my idea." And and
need to
we're
leave him
bronzes,
alone.
and you just need to leave him alone because we're the smartest and we're just gonna overthrow you. And so Justin takes his hands around my neck. He's got big hands too.
He's a big guy.
And I said Cassandra because he's in
tall-
drag at this point. He played a
So wouldn't
woman
he
in
technically
Dragon.
be Erica Fury?
I don't know.
That's his female.
His
persona.
his female persona is Erica Fury, and so he puts his hands around my neck, which go around my neck, and then he ends up pushing down on my larynx. At which point I stopped talking, like I physically could not talk anymore. And then he's like, "Are you done?" And I'm like, and he's like, "You just go to the labyrinth." And I'm like, okay, I'll go to the labyrinth.
He just throws.
And so I laugh. And so I'm like, look, I don't care. I'll just go to the labyrinth now. And so that's what I did. I went to the labyrinth, and then I don't know. And then after that, I just laughed my ass off because I was like, Justin choked me out. Poor Joyce was freaking scared as shit.
You missed the best part was my reaction afterwards, because I got shaken by it, and like I was visually. You know me, it's very hard to visually see out my emotions. And so the gold goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I wasn't expecting that." He goes, "It's okay. It was just a bronze." And I'm sitting there going, "No, it wasn't."
Yeah.
I was like really upset and worried about you. At the same time, I'm going, Justin choked him out. Because you just missed it 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, because then I learned afterwards that like this whole big spiel that he's giving to everyone, he sits there and says,
if he had come in 5 minutes earlier,
golds, you're now at the bottom. Bronzes are
on
at the top.
top.
And then I come in there and going like, fuck all y'all, take it over this bitch.
Because the other really entertaining part about that was that he had gotten. I don't know how to explain how he did this. He'd gotten up in my face, and I had my poker face on, and I was staring him down. And then he grabs my face like this, and he pulls it closer, and he goes, "Do you understand me?" And I kind of just looked at him and took my face away from him.
So, a few minutes, if I had come in like a few minutes, like actually listened to what she was saying. But I didn't care because I was just like, this is a big clusterfuck, and I'm just going to have fun. And I was like, what would be the funnest thing that I could do? And that was like, fuck with everybody. And so that's what I decided to do.
And it was great because after you came in, because she told you that the bronze were at the bottom again, and that gold had to prove themselves after you left.
Okay.
So that was why we had to go to Daedalus and to get one of the pieces to prove to Cassandra we were loyal.
Well, yeah. Once I was sent to the labyrinth, it was a constant like this.
I was
for the
running
next,
the entire night.
10 minutes of somebody going, "You come this way, you come that way, they'll go that way, and no, you have to go over here, no, you have to go over here, no, you have to come over here, no, you have to go over there." It's like, what do you want me to do? And then that's the point where they were sitting there going, "Oh well, sir's gonna detonate it with damn weapon." And it was like, "But we still need a piece to it." And I'm like, "We made a piece in the factory."
And they told you it wasn't the real.
And they're
piece.
like looking at me like, "You made what?" And I was like, "Yeah, that big old statue, that piece of shit thing in there." No, it's not a piece. It was just something to pass the time while we were wasting everyone's time. But
apparently, if you said that you had to go to the bathroom, you got out of doing everything. That's what we found out later by all of our friends, that they all said, "I'm going to the bathroom," and ran away from whatever they were supposed to do and did whatever. And that would have rescued
seriously,
me.
somebody said like, "Let's because I saw Annie in the labyrinth at one point. And then so somebody literally said, "We need to find the bathroom," or something. Like an actor actually said it. And then so we run off going somewhere, and Annie's like trailing behind us with her group or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like at one point they're like, "Oh, well, we can't go this way." Oh, that is the point where we go to find the Minotaur, and then he runs out and everything. And then Annie's like, "What the hell is happening? I actually had to go to the bathroom." I was like, yeah, that would have been nice if they would have. But it was, the whole thing was awful.
Can I tell my side of the story?
Like I said, and this is what I'm saying.
I had so much fun with it.
I had fun doing it, but I didn't have fun in the conventional way. So, I mean, if you're going there expecting to have walking out of there going, this was an awesome experience, and I hope to come back 1,000 times. It's like, no.
For some people, yes, because that's how I felt. I wanted to go back and try again.
No. Annie had found something in, like, because she was actually going through papers. And so she had, like, found something that said that. Yes, she did.
Oh, she did?
Yes. That was the whole,
they hushed her up. They hushed her up. That's
point.
right. I forgot about that.
So she gets, like, this paper, and she goes, like, there was, like, this woman named Sir, and then.
There was Sir and Cassandra, and those were the two that you said.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
There was a Sir, and then, like, she was supposedly having sex with the Minotaur, okay?
No. Was it Minotaur? Oh.
It doesn't matter.
It was one of the creatures. I don't know.
None of it matters. But she was having sex with somebody, and then so there was a paper that literally said, it was like a picture of her having sex with the Minotaur or something like that. It says, Sir is fucking the Minotaur, and it was like in big bold letters, and then so like Annie goes to somebody, is like they were fighting over whether or not she had actually been like together with this thing, and then like here's Annie with the piece of paper going, look,
I have evidence.
And John had the same thing. He had it on a DVD of video evidence that Sir was doing this thing, as they were having a trial to see if she was really having sex with the Minotaur.
I remember that.
Okay, they had a trial, and then there were 2 huge sets of, evidence to say so. And they totally, they were like, yeah, whatever. It was like, then why did you put these in here?
Yeah.
They played this thing off like it was interactive, but nothing that you did.
It was very weakly interactive.
Nothing that you did actually changed anything. It was just the things that if you went to this place and stayed here for 5 minutes. If you stayed there for 4 minutes, then something else happens. Like, that's not interactive.
No,
that's
it's what happens.
It was poorly done, is what I'm saying.
But can I tell my side of the story?
I'm not saying that it wasn't fun, though. I had fun doing it because
I'd go back.
decided to just fuck with everything.
I'd go back.
And if I went back, I would fuck with everything from the very beginning. I would be like, I'm not doing any of this. If I get back into bronze, I'm gonna like go up to Jasper and I'm gonna be like, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck you. And that's how I would do it. And then they're like, and then if he beats up the guy, I'm like, go ahead, beat him up. Because you want to know why? Because this shit ain't real and you're really not going to hurt him. So fuck you. And I'd just run out. But seriously, I would start fucking with everybody.
Can I tell you what happened with me?
Maybe.
Or my side of the story, since we told the bronze story. Okay, so I got taken to the gold, and then like they were talking about how, oh, we're better than everybody else and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, because of the slaves or some shit. And so we were told to go to the factory to meet somebody there for, like, safety because everybody wanted to kill us all of a sudden. Like, out of the blue. Everybody hates gold. Let's kill them all. Mm-hmm. And so we go to the factory and hide in there. And then Daedalus comes up to us and goes, oh, if you go to the solarium, you'll be met with somebody quickly and they'll keep you to safety. Okay. I was like, it's our best shot. We either stay here and get stuck with a silver attacking us, or we go to a friggin' the solarium, which I thought solarium meant like plants.
Okay.
Not what it is. So go in there, and I was like, well, if we're going to find somebody that we can trust, finally, we should go to the solarium. He goes, okay, that's a great idea. Goes to the solarium. It's not what I thought.
Okay.
And then he's about to get bound and beat the shit out of by some slaves. I'm getting tied up, and I'm like, and I lost my shit. I was like, if the guy ties me up, I'm breaking some shit. And so he goes to tie me up. He gets me like this and ties it. Mm-hmm. And he's about to put me up on a hook, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose some shit. I'm gonna lose shit. And then Sir comes in and goes, what are you doing to the golds? And blah 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 blah. And starts freaking out. And then like I'm like trying to sneak out and get away. And then all hell goes down because I end up in the Minotaur's trial. Mm-hmm. And I remember Annie going, I have proof that this is happening. And so they were like, is she guilty of sodomy and bestiality? And that was the
and John's like, yes, I have video evidence.
Proof.
Pissed me off.
And so like everybody's like, oh, guilty since there's evidence, but friggin' nobody else took it actually into.
Like I said,
the actors didn't take
like I
it.
said,
the guest did, but
it
the
was
actors
not.
didn't. I was like,
it wasn't truly interactive, and that pissed me off that they said that it was like
lose my shit.
it was going to be some story-driven shit like
I enjoyed it.
like Mass
I'd go again.
Effect or things
Yeah,
like that.
I was expecting Mass Effect Fallout deal.
Something
I
like
wasn't
that. But
expecting Skyrim, or no, not Skyrim, because Skyrim isn't. It is like Skyrim.
no, it's not. You haven't even played Skyrim. You have no idea what Skyrim's about.
No, it's. I can't remember.
What?
Like the games where you play it,
Mm-hmm.
but no matter what you do, you can't affect it.
Right. Which is a lot of video games.
Yeah.
Yes.
COD.
Yeah.
That's what this was COD.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Expect COD when you go.
Yeah. Expect Call of Duty.
Like it's
like,
not.
You go through the campaign and you're like, oh well, I'm gonna grab this intel over here. I'm gonna grab this intel over there. Well, that intel is not gonna help you.
No, it's not. Like you know it now. You know that part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
No one else knows it.
No one else knows it. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
But I enjoyed it
Like I
thoroughly.
said,
I wanted to
I
go
thought it
back.
was fun because I ended up just fucking with everybody.
Yeah. I
but
would like to
I
go
didn't
back
have it
and
in the normal way.
yeah.
But
I'd like to go back, try again, see if I got another place.
you're right. Okay, guys. Well,
This
that
is Monday.
was
The 28th?
That was
No, fuck me.
episode
Episode 28.
28.
Not the 28th. Sorry, guys.
Episode 28,
Episode 28.
of the Prolonged Engagement Show.
Woo!
What?
On the 29th episode, we can talk about my birthday.
Oh, wouldn't that be just so funny? Because
Yes,
your
it
birthday's
is.
on the 29th.
I like that idea.
Okay, so I didn't say our Twitter handles or anything like that.
No, we
beginning of the
completely
show.
fucked that over.
Oh, whatever. Fuck
I'm
it.
at Joel
If
Robin.
you guys don't know who we are, screw you. No, I'm just kidding. Go
Don't
to...
listen to him stay.
You follow us on Twitter at TPE_show. You can follow me. I'm at Sound Overlord. Sarah's
At the Dark Raven 13, not
You
at Joel
can-
Robin. I'm sorry, I totally fucked that up too.
like and subscribe on
Subscribe.
YouTube, youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement
Get
Show.
us on your podcast app on your phone.
Get us on the podcast app on iTunes. And there's this really, really easy thing. If you are watching this video and you were like so confused, you're like, I want it on my phone, but I just don't know how. If you go to theprolongedengagement.com and you click the Get It on iTunes button, it freaking opens it right there.
Yeah.
You just click that button and boom,
It's
podcast
right
opens. You hit that subscribe button. It's
there.
great.
It's so sexy.
Listen to us all the time. Listen to our bright, beautiful voices. Okay, guys, we're back for this week, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.